Morning, 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 morning. Got myself a cup of coffee this morning. Wanted to talk about what's going on behind me over here because there was a lot of people asking questions. So, as y'all have noticed, the past couple of videos, done a lot less talking on it on the main channel, and I absolutely love it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people let me know they didn't like it. It's okay, guys. You don't have to like everything I do. I don't like everything that you guys say in comments as well. It's a give and take. This is something I'm just trying out, just wanting to give you guys different shots, speak a little bit less. This is my side channel that I talk all the time on, so I figured that I could use this channel to explain a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I thought I explained what I was doing back here at least a dozen times over the last several videos on this channel and the other one, and there were some comments that somebody said, "I can't wait for you to put the roof on your chicken coop over here." And I'm like, that person wasn't paying attention because I haven't even built a chicken coop yet. I said I was going to put up the fence over here in the corner, and then also I wanted to do something for the grapevines over here, and that's exactly what we did in the video. We have not put the fence up yet. I still have the extra roll of fence from this horse fence back here that we need to put up. It's a 16 by 16. It's a chicken coop area. It's just a little fenced in area back here along this privacy fence. That's a 16-foot section right there. That's where the chicken coop's going to be built. It's not going to be anything too crazy. To be honest, my chickens out here are going to free range the property probably 90% of the time. They just go in at night. That's how they were in Terrell at the Dallas property, and then also in Oklahoma. These birds, they know at night to go back to their house and sleep, and in daytime they come out and free range. And I want to do the same thing here, the same concept with this grapevine over here. Like I mentioned on, I don't know, 30 different times on other videos, there are some Mustang, not muscadine, Mustang like the horse or the car. They're just wild grapes that grow down here, and I didn't realize across the highway over here, between the highway and the railroad tracks, there's probably a quarter-mile stretch of just nothing but these grapes out here. So they grow pretty often out here. A lot of birds, y'all hear them all the time. Right on cue, you can hear a seagull. There's another one. You might be able to see it fly by here in a second. Here you go, right there. But these are Mustang grapes. They're just wild grapes, good for jellies, wine, stuff like that. And I had several different clumps. There's a long root that went underground when we were clearing the property out for the 100th time. We were clearing stuff out and we cut parts of it. And when we did, it started regrowing. So this whole section where this fence is behind me, it's 10 foot long, and it goes across this way 6 foot. So it's an L shape. And I told Dad I wanted that to be somewhat of a little bit of a barrier between my backyard area and where the garden and the animals are going to go. And I think that's going to look really cool. These things grow so fast. I told Dad within a month, I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know, the majority of this thing is going to be covered, because all you got to do is keep it watered. Even without watering, it seems to grow really good. So anyways, that's what's going on over here. I did plant in right over here on the side 2 blackberry bushes. That right there is a crabapple tree. I told Dad what I wanted to do. One, I have those chickens that y'all saw I bought from Track Supply as babies. They're all pretty much halfway grown up now. Once I get the shed out here, I'll bring the dogs over. I'll start staying out here. I'll bring the chickens out once they've got a coop and stuff. But I wanted it to be where if they're inside their fence, if I have them locked up in there, they can reach through part of the fence, or let some of these bushes grow through the fence and give them snacks. So they'll have crab apples. They're going to have the blackberries. They're going to be over here. There's 2 of them. And then I did move. As I was doing this, I was thinking in my mind, Cold Beer's going to bust my balls in this one, because Big John from Cold Beer Ranch and Natasha, love them too. Very, very good people. But I dug up my blueberry bushes. I had them on the east side of my property. And I was thinking, I was like, well, I really want to surround this fence with fruits and vegetables, stuff like that, so the chickens can eat them. And so I moved my 3 blueberry bushes right here on this side. It's a 16-foot stretch that goes back where the chicken pen is. And I like the way that it is there. I went and replaced where I had the blueberries. I got some olive trees from my granny's house. She doesn't mind what we're doing. To be honest, a lot of her property is not maintained. She has about 10 acres total, and her whole pasture is pretty overgrown. It used to be a lot of cattle in there. My uncle still puts cattle in there every once in a while, but it's overgrown. So I went in there and just looked what all stuff I can get from my grandmother's property and bring it over here. I think that's really cool to I guess once she does pass on, to be able to know that I have stuff from her property on mine. It'll just remind me of her. I had that big oak tree that Dad and I planted that we got from Granny's as well. And that just means a lot to me, and it will mean a lot to me in the future as well once they get more established and start growing. So I did replace the blueberries with olive trees. They're only, let me see, I don't know, maybe 2 feet tall, something like that. I hope that they can start rooting out and actually do really well. The other olive tree that we got in the front is doing phenomenal. We actually dug that one up with the backhoe. These I actually hand dug, so I'm hoping that when those two grow up, it'll kind of block off the neighbor's house from the view of my house. And speaking of the house, there's a lot of stuff coming up here in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, the rock guy is actually coming out, and he's going to dump a 22-yard belly dump truck. He's going to dump asphalt milling is what it's called. So it's gonna be like the highways that they're made of. They just crush it up when they're doing construction. They end up selling it off. So I'm gonna have 22 yards of that for my driveway. So my driveway will be a nice dark color. It's gonna be packed down really nice once we get the tractor out there and start smoothing it out. That'll be happening tomorrow. And then on Monday, the guy's gonna come back with another 22-yard load and dump caliche on my pad site where the house is gonna go. So hopefully by the end of Monday, I'll have a driveway completed, the pad site ready to go, and then who knows, they're gonna let me know when the shed's coming in. So it's a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm very excited to get it going. Just trying to do small projects a little at a time. I had a list in my head on what all I wanted to get done. On the last video y'all saw, I wanted to get the post put in the ground over here for the chicken pen. I wanted to put this trellis up behind me. I needed to trim up one of the China berry trees, which had some limbs growing out towards the house. So that's why I trimmed those up. And then the stumps. There was a lot of comments about the stump as well. Why don't you just get a stump grinder? Guys, do you really think that Dad and I want to come out here and break our backs trying to do this stuff manually? No, I ain't made of money. If I was made of money, I would just get all this equipment in here and do the work very, very easily. I'm very blessed that we have the tractor out here. That's a big help. But I do get people just giving their suggestions and wanting to help out. But like I mentioned on the video, or I wrote on the description at the bottom, when Dad was cutting the thing or something, that I'm gonna end up burning them out. So that's my goal. I have 2 stumps that I need to burn out that are on the front side of where the house would go. Technically they're out of the way, but I want to just have them completely removed. So I will go back in and burn them. And then as y'all saw, I had the drill. I was drilling down into some of the stumps a couple of inches, and we put that poison in it. So best case scenario, those things start rotting out. Worst case scenario, they start growing again, and I'll just have to figure out another way to get them out. So that's some of the stuff that's been going on. Like I said, I want to use this channel. It's a talking channel, so I feel like why not explain a little bit more on the details on what's going on the main channel and things that's going to happen in the future. So anyways, that's about going to sum it up today. Like I said, we'll have the driveway coming in, or putting in the rock tomorrow, the pad site on Monday. So just that much closer to getting this shed out here. And I got to keep this place watered. Grass is starting to grow in all over here. This is where I put the Bermuda seed recently. So it's still got a lot of dirt here, but I promise you, if you guys see in the front of my yard, it is starting to grow in grass, and this back will look like that here soon. I'm done talking. I'm tired. Got to finish this coffee. Then I got to go file my taxes because I waited last minute this year, which I never do. And I want to make sure I get that done because I don't want Uncle Sam coming and knocking on my door with them new 87,000 people that they hired because our administration is a joke. So anyways, thank you for watching. Can't do it without you. Stay tuned for more videos on this channel that will tell a lot more stuff that's going on the main channel. So anyways, hope you have a great day, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace. Bye guys. Appreciate y'all.